Ooh, lordy, that was an educational 2 hours. So, in order to pull the front cover off, I've gone and, removed all the brackets that hold everything together. So there's all of the sort of standard bolts around the edges, water pump, and the alternator was pretty frustrating because the bracket actually has a hidden mounting point, that little bolt right in the middle there. So you can't see it unless you feel it first, and you'll do it if you remove the alternator first. So that took a little bit of time to figure out, but we got there. And then, I got all the ones on the outside removed, all the nuts and bolts and everything, and it looked like it should be moving there behind it. Didn't like that. To see if maybe I needed to undo that and get a little bit more movement or whatever. But it turns out that back here, there are two hidden of the timing cover. So if we can get the torch to sit a bit happier, yep. So every other bolt goes in this way, and then for whatever reason, there's two that have got to go that way. So now that I've managed to remove them, we have to remove the cover from the block, but it also appears this is. So I'm going to get down there and have a look, see if there's any other big ones. So it's just going to be a case of maybe get two hands and sort of just like and then I can finally replace what I came here to replace. Okay, the new guides are in and looking fantastic. So that's nice and mobile, even though the bolt down there is torqued up to spec. It's still got plenty of movement, which is after everything else goes back on. Now, I've decided to go ahead and save myself a little bit of... This is the front of the timing cover, and this is where the water pump sits. And I had a bit of a epiphany moment, and I was like, you know what, this will be a lot easier to put together on the bench like this, as opposed to on the inside of the car. I'm in the process of cleaning up this surface. I've partially removed some of the gasket here, it's just old and crap, so I'll clean all of this up and replace it, mount everything together, the installed first, and then we'll put the whole plate on as a single unit to make it much easier moving forward. And I'll have to give this a good clean out as well. But yeah, progress is being made, and yeah, we're doing well. It's coming along quite nicely now. Home stretch. Alright, so we've got most of the silicone chunks there. So now we've got a drill with a buff piece on it, and we're just cleaning off the last little bits, making it very difficult with one hand. So we're looking for this kind of finish. From go around, use two hands where possible, because it's way better with two hands. Let me go, I'm learning skills. So yeah, I'm just gonna do all of that, clean up that little bit there. That's for the oil pickup, so we'll probably get a pick or a screwdriver, just scoop all of those last little bits out, and then I won't do it yet, but it'll be ready for silicon and then reassembly, but I'll do that towards the end. I just want to make sure that we get everything else on top sorted out as well. And this I have found, which is awesome. So yeah, it's really not as bad as it looks. See, even here, that was just my finger just rubbing it, and it's come good. So yeah, I might even get a little brush it back up, because I want as few chunks as possible running through the oil system, especially in the oil pickup, which is over here. I've just sort of run a bunch of brake cleaner through this to else getting caught up in that, because then we're going to destroy the engine if we don't have enough oil flow. So we'll clean up as much as we can before we reinstall this and start her up, and fix, and everything will be clean and happy days. Alright, we're underneath, and as you can see, maybe just here if it'll focus, we would be coming in at the wrong angle. See how we got all this movement? That's where the hose comes in handy. We can just line it up properly, and hopefully, you saw that with my other hand shaking, but it did move down into the right spot, so we're happy here. So now, and like, this is so tight that I had to actually screw them out. And you can sort of, look at this. So we'll get the cap, which I believe, yes, I did already lubricate prior to filming. So 304. 304, we'll line her up like this. Alright, I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. So I'll put it back on, and then eventually it will look like those, which I've already done. Lovely. Alright, I haven't gotten too far into it, and it's already home time. I guess that's what I get for starting at the end of the day. But we also have a stack of rust. So I'm soaking it all in WD-40 for now, just to help release everything so we can get it all loosened up overnight. And then we'll get back into it in the morning, and hopefully everything will come loose. I've just tried to have a go at removing this vacuum hose, and it is rock solid. This thing is probably the original hose. Look, it's just so brittle. It's pretty much become plastic at this stage. Like, it's just not coming off the pipe fitting. So I'm going to be doing a lot of replacements. There's another one, move it. So yeah, a lot of little nitty-gritty things are going to be changed on this one, I expect. But anyway, that's all part of the fun. So back at it tomorrow, and we'll see how much progress we can get done.